Oh shit. I likes what I sees with this Silent Fall Guys update. Okay. I'm finishing this now. I'm finishing this now. I'm finishing this now. I'm finishing this now.
For a report on this club's outlook heading into Game 4, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, the overarching sentiment from this team is that tonight is the night. Talking with the players earlier, the sense of excitement in them was palpable.
The designated
I didn't get a lot of that cliche talk about not looking ahead or treating this game like any
Just missed
other.
that one.
No, they were adamant that they are ready to sweep this World Series and celebrate. We'll see if that confidence leads them to the pinnacle of the sport later this evening.
Now batting, third baseman.
So stepping in, Colin Moran. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right.
Oh, it's gone. Tie game. Planted itself right on that shelf.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the new move.
I want to see that in the replay, actually. That's funny. Watch the spin on it. Because it had like 4 spin. And since it like landed perfectly. That's so weird. Look at that. It just doesn't move. It's hilarious. Tie game.
Here's Gregory Polanco. As it's grounded sharply to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the first
Ready
baseman.
now, Jose Osuna. He was a ground out victim last time up. Lifted into the air out
right down the damn
field.
middle.
Center fielder on the run. He's there to track it down. And
I can't hit all that well, but right now it seemingly, but it doesn't matter.
Bottom of the inning now.
The Athletic.
Here comes the first baseman. Matt Olson.
I'm gonna win this game. I'm gonna finish this whole run.
Olson.
Now, so I can move on. I'm not having burnout. Like I burned out last year doing the Rays. And didn't even get to finish all 30 teams once. I'm not having burnout per se.
But the key is recognizing it coming out of the
I've just been off my game a little bit.
sure that
It
goes
where I can't
up
necessarily play
Up
well.
next for
more
Oakland.
likely to be a hanger.
The designated
Mark.
Mark.
Is in for the third time now. He takes a
Work
cold
email
strike.
too.
It's
2
0-1.
o'clock.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone. He wants a quick inning, so he won't be nibbling.
And I'm gonna have my
From the windup, the
today.
1-1 pitch.
No, I'm gonna have to get it today or tomorrow.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
I swear they said something about me
Bases
getting
are
a letter
empty,
in the
1
mail
man.
or in my email, and either way, nothing has happened.
This is on the ground over to first. He's got it, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for
Well
Oakland.
executed
The
two-seamer
right
on
fielder.
the outside corner that
Steve
time.
Bear.
And that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch.
Piscotty.
He rolled right over it.
Steven Piscotty is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of...
Got him.
And the throw is
Good
in
1, 2, 3,
time
6
to
there,
get
Brandon
him to
Waddell.
And that'll bring in Adam
Leading
Frazier.
off for the Pirates.
Tripled and scored
The
in his
shortstop.
last at-bat.
Adam
We'll see what he does for a
Frazier.
follow-up act here. Fastball
Can't do anything
taken,
with that
but
pitch. I
that
just gotta
gets the
take it.
zone for a strike.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
He pulls this one
There you
into
go.
right. And that's going to be a base hit. So there's the possible go-ahead run aboard to kick off the 7th.
The batter.
Hey,
The
this
catcher.
guy's having a big
Jake
series in the postseason.
Gone.
It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game
Damn
down.
it.
He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Now batting.
Riding
Left
in
fielder.
once again,
Gerard
Gerard Dyson. It was
Dyson.
a single for him in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off.
Yeah, I think I gotta stop moving the stick. I think that's part of the problem right now.
On first, one away. And now the one pitch, a quick stoppage as he steps out.
Okay, good.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball.
Stop
right
moving the
back
stick,
to the
I
mound.
said. Maybe that'll help, I
There,
said.
relay to Olsen. They turn the double play. Now at the plate, Matt Chapman.
Leading
Comes
off
in
for the
0 for 2
A's.
thus far.
The third baseman.
Makes the call
Matt
from the pen to take over on
Chapman.
the mound and start the home 7th. And that will get through into right. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning.
Now batting.
Here
Left
comes the
fielder.
first pitch.
Jack
Fouled away.
Pinter.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Right over the
count,
top with
0-2.
that curveball, and it's 0-2. And they got him.
Nice.
Into the box now, Tony Kemp. 0 for 2
Now
for
batting.
him to this
Second
point.
baseman.
High in the air out
Tony
to center field.
Kemp.
Reynolds is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting. The catcher.
Ready, here's the first offer. Austin Allen.
0-1's the
is
count.
in for the
Allen.
third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Now a ball
Foul.
lined to the left side, but
Foul.
foul. Now the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that
Good
will
inning, Chris
end the
Stratton.
inning. One left.
Your
As
attention,
Merrill
please.
has been summoned from
Now-
the
All
bullpen.
right, now I gotta
so
do something
do
happen.
so
I'm
to
in the
start the
bullpen.
8th.
Like
Number
fire. It's not gonna
36.
stifle me anymore.
Use
Back
Barrow.
to the top of the lineup,
What?
stepping in, Kevin Newman. He'll have the
Not
first
that the
crack at it
bullpen-
here as we start
the
inning
bullpen's
number 8.
better, but
Simeon is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The
Now
center fielder.
batting,
Number
Brian
10.
Reynolds. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Reynolds.
First delivery to him on the way. Pulled
Fuck.
toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Up next for Pittsburgh. The
So 2
designated
down
hitter.
here in the Pittsburgh 8.
Josh
And digging into
Bell.
that
Wake the
next,
fuck up
big
here.
bat of Josh Bell. First pitch of the at-bat.
By someone
Hit
I
out
mean
toward
me
second.
mainly.
Reined in.
Fuck.
Go on to
Out.
first. A 3-pitch. And that'll bring in Ramon
Leading off
Laureano.
for the A's.
It was a walk
The
in his
center
last
fielder.
trip.
Number 22.
Fastball down around
Your
the knees
attention,
there,
please.
taken for a strike.
Now pitching for
Well,
the
they've
Pirates.
really had an answer for
Number
keeping him in
41.
check in
Two
this
strikes.
series.
Nick
He's offered very
Vincent.
little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. And he fouls this one off. And another foul ball. The 1-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here's Reynolds moving forward on it. He can't get to it. That's a leadoff single. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff
The
hitter
batter,
reaches
number
base
10.
safely.
That's
shortstop.
At the plate, Marcus
Marcus.
Semien.
Nick Vincent
And
against
it's
Matt Olson.
foul
Semien.
play.
Good at
He's
that.
got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side.
That's a big out right
Newman
there.
backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
up next
Digging
for
in
Oakland.
once again, Matt
The
Olson.
first baseman.
Third trip to the
There it
plate.
is. I called it.
0 for
I cannot
2.
get Matt Olson out
Back goes
for the most part.
Polanco to the track, to the wall. It's gone. They've taken the lead in the 8th. So now it's Mark Hanna.
Up next
It's
for
the first
Oakland.
pitch to him.
That's how
0-1,
terrible I'm
designated
playing.
hitter.
Strike 1.
Mark
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so
Hanna.
far.
0-2 is the count.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Fouled off. Ready on 0-2.
Come on, dude. Holy shit. Just end the at bat already.
Pitch popped up. Moran waits on it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Steven Piscotty.
Now in the box, Steven Piscotty. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Dyson is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Hoping to finish this
Now
one
5,
off
6,
here in
4,
the
5,
top of the
6.
ninth.
Down
Number
2 against the
16.
Rangers.
Standing yet
Leo
again as we flash you back to the middle innings.
Hendrick.
This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was
Colin
gonna
Moran
be
might win World
past the
Series
ball
MVP.
game. Now a swing and
It's a one-run
deep
game.
Drive to right into the second deck and gone.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can
The
rebound
batter,
and actually keep
the
it.
right fielder, Gregory.
At the plate now, Gregory Polanco.
Back-to-back
Swing
tie
and a
game.
drive to right
Colin
center.
Moran and Gregory
that ball's
Polanco.
going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home run.
And a bomb at that,
I mean, you have to
447.
love the World Series. What a game we have right now. Home run ties it late. Place
Just
is going
absolutely stunned and
bananas. We'd
silenced
rather be
Now
anywhere
batting,
in Oakland
the
now.
first baseman, Jose Osuna.
Next will be Jose Osuna.
Oh, that was almost 3 in a row.
But it bends just fouled into the second deck. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left
double.
center field. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead
Standing
run.
double.
And your go-ahead run is in at second
Now
base
batting,
with nobody
shortstop,
out. He's got himself
Adam
a double. So here's
Frazier.
Adam Frazier.
Your
And
attention,
it looks
please.
like this could be a
Now
critical
pitching
at-bat
for
in
the
this one.
Athletic,
Well, Ransom, my
Number
scorebook shows they
62.
haven't been able to get him out.
Ooh.
So this could be a fun at-bat.
Trevino.
And that's into the corner of foul.
Oh,
ball
please,
right.
a home run try for the
This
cycle.
has to be a productive at-bat right here. I
Can
know
you imagine?
want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare
Oh.
minimum, to move this run.
Oh, well.
along.
We'll take the lead on that double.
And he has just given
Back-to-back
them the
home runs
lead
followed up by
late
back-to-back
as this is
standing
down
doubles
for
to
extra
give him the
bases.
lead.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give
The
your
batter,
team the lead in
the
the late
catcher,
innings, man, that feels
Jacob
good.
Oh, especially,
Stallings.
especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. He swings and grounds it to short. And there's
He's
one
out.
away. Coming to the
Now
plate
batting,
now, Gerard
left fielder,
Dyson. He was a double
Gerard
play victim last time
Dyson.
around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least. So you know he
about
wants
you
to
to
make
run
up
it.
for it right here.
Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Come on, new man.
Now
New
batting.
me.
The second
So
baseman,
a big moment in the
Kevin
ball game here.
Newman.
Newman. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around.
Oh,
Popped
you
him up.
can't do that, Kevin Newman.
Chapman shading to his right. And that ends the inning.
All right, we got a 1-run lead heading to the bottom of the 9th, so this is going to be some
At
tense.
the plate, Matt Chapman.
At-bats here. Come
will
on,
be
Richard
the first to
Rodriguez.
bat
Leading
here
off
in the
for
inning
the
with these
A's,
guys in need of some
the third
ninth-inning
baseman,
magic if they're going
Matt
to force a game 5.
Chapman.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
Can't give up a home run like he did last night, but at least Matt
And
Olson's
he gets
not.
a
No
up.
swing
ball,
through
2
that
strikes.
one. He's in
He already did
full
his damage in the
0-2.
game.
Fouled away. Ready with another 2-strike offering.
He's been a force all year as a closer for this bullpen.
Swing and a fly ball. On On the move is Polanco.
Oh, that was
this
a
will
rough
land
foul.
untouched.
Holy shit.
And he fouls this one off.
Oh, they're gonna make me throw a lot, and he's already kind of tired from last
Ready
night.
with another 2-strike offering. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Really good
Now
late
batting,
bite on that
left
slider
fielder.
right there. The best
Yeah.
ones have that late action
0-1
that just
to
starts
Gunter.
at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout.
Beautiful pitch.
Behind 0-2 now. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
Back-to-back Ks in the 9th, 2 away.
Striding in for
Down with
Oakland.
Tony
Tony Kemp.
Now
and
batting,
their season
second
hangs
baseman,
in the balance
Tony.
here as they're down to their final
Kemp.
out. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Rodriguez, 30 years of age. He's in his 4th season as a major league player.
I got the
And
count.
this is
0-2.
swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Last strike now for Oakland. Struck
Raise
him
it.
out, and it's over. They are World Series champions.
The Jolly Roger, the World Series, raise it all. The Pirates have won it all.
Wow, World Series champions. The only thing that could have made this sweeter would have been doing it in front of the home crowd. But hey, they're not complaining, believe me. Now they can look forward to celebrating during the parade as they bring the World Series trophy home. What a moment for this team, this organization, and that city.
Back now on the show. It's all over, and you see the reactions there to the final out. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new World Champs.
So it's plus 12 in team affinity. Finishing with the record 112 and 50. A plus for unbelievable, first in the NL Central. On the little wheel, we went from a bottom 5 team. I believe this is the, let's see, Orioles, Mariners, Tigers. So this is the 25th ranked team. We ended up 13th. 5th in contact, 23rd in power, 12th in pitching, 14th in defense, 20th in speed. We scored 98 runs, which means we didn't hit 100 home runs. Damn. Oh well, I didn't think 100 was doable. That was just like some hyperbole, but 50, I think we definitely got 50. Player boosts: Josh Bell, Brandon Waddell call up, Lance Lynn trade, Brian Reynolds regular, Dustin May trade, Kevin Newman. So 6 player boosts, all of them 3+ signs, and stats. This is, pitchers in the postseason: Derek Holland. I used Derek Holland. He pitched 2 innings. I know for a fact that I used Derek Holland. I know for a fact that Derek Holland pitched. Was that just towards the end of the... No, I definitely used Derek Holland in the postseason. What? I swear I did. Well, regardless, apparently him and Chad Cole... I know Chad Cole didn't pitch, but apparently neither did Derek Holland. Chris Stratton made 2 appearances, pitched 2 innings, walked nobody, struck out 3. Gave up a hit, no runs, ERA 0, whip .50. Nick Birdie pitched 3 1/3 innings across 2 appearances, walked nobody, struck out 3. Gave up 3 hits, 2 runs on a home run, 5.40 ERA, 0.90 whip. Kyle Crick pitched 2 innings across 2 appearances, no walks, 4 strikeouts. Got 2 holds, gave up 1 hit, no runs, ERA 0, whip .50. Richard Rodriguez pitched 3 innings across 3 appearances, recorded 3 saves, walked nobody, struck out 7. Gave up 1 hit, a home run to Matt Olson, ERA 3.0, whip 0.33. Trevor Williams made 1 appearance out of the bullpen, pitched 3 innings, recorded a save, walked nobody, struck out 6, gave up 1 hit. That's it. For an ERA of 0 and a whip of .33. Dovydas Neverauskas out of the bullpen made 3 appearances. He pitched 2 2/3 innings. He recorded a win. Walked nobody, struck out 1. He got a hold. He gave up 1 hit. ERA 0, whip .0.38. Nick Vincent out of the bullpen made 2 appearances. He pitched 2 innings and he recorded a win. In his 2 appearances, his 2 innings, he struck out 2 and walked 0. Gave up 3 hits, 2 runs on a home run to Matt Olson, ERA 9.0, whip 1.50. Brandon Waddell had 2 starts. In his 2 starts, he went 1-0, pitched 13 innings, walked 3, struck out 25. In his 2 starts, both were quality starts. He gave up 6 hits, 4 runs on a home run, including a home run, a 2.77 ERA, and a 0.69 whip. Dustin May had 3 starts. In his 3 starts, he went 2-0, pitched 21 innings. He walked 2, he struck out 37. What a postseason debut for this kid. He had 2 quality starts out of 3, 1 complete game, 15 hits allowed, 6 runs, an ERA of 2.57, and a whip of .81. Joe Musgrove had 3 starts. In his 3 starts, he went 3-0. He pitched 20 innings, gave up 5 walks, 29 strikeouts. 2 of his 3 starts were quality starts. He gave up 6 hits, 2 runs, 1 home run, an ERA of .90, and a whip of .55. Lance Lynn with one of the single greatest postseasons of all time, if not the greatest postseason performances of all time. In his 3 starts, he went 3-0. He pitched 27 innings. He walked nobody. He struck out 47. In his 3 starts, all 3 were quality. All 3 were complete games. 2 of them were shutouts. 13 hits allowed, 2 runs, 1 home run, a whip, ERA of .67, and a whip of .48. So, yeah. If he pitched the 40 or some odd innings that Curt Schilling pitched in 2001, he would have absolutely shattered his strikeout record of 56. Position players in the postseason: JT Riddle did not have an at-bat. John Ryan Murphy did not have an at-bat. Cole Tucker did. He had 5 at-bats. He got 1 hit for a 200 average. He scored a run. That's it. His 1 hit was a single. Eric Gonzalez had 5 at-bats as well. He had 2 hits for a 400 average, 2 home runs. Those 2 hits were both home runs, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. So 2 solo shots for Eric Gonzalez. Nice. Jose Ozuna had 8 at-bats. In his 8 at-bats, he had 5 hits for a 625 average, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored. And then we get to the actual player, like the people that had a bunch of at-bats. Sherrod Dyson, in 37 at-bats, Dyson had 9 hits for a 243 average. He did have 2 home runs and 5 RBIs, 5 runs scored, but a little bit of a quieter postseason for Dyson. Then we get to the big boys, literally everyone else. Jacob Stallings had, in his 45 at-bats, 16 hits for a 356 average, 6 home runs, 10 RBIs, 11 runs scored, an OPS of 1.205. That's fucking crazy. Gregory Polanco was kind of quiet. Compared to everyone else, he was kind of quiet. But this is still a great postseason run. In 49 at-bats, he had 15 hits for a 306 average, 5 home runs, 11 RBIs, 8 runs scored. That's an amazing postseason run. Brian Reynolds, actually kind of interesting here. Brian Reynolds, in 47 at-bats, he had 15 hits for a 319 average. I was expecting that to be a little bit higher. Not that that's bad. 8 home runs ties the record. 10 RBIs, I was expecting higher from him, but I guess a lot of his home runs were solo shots. 16 runs scored, though. Good for an OPS of 1.287. This is where we get the most disgusting, this stretch right here. Colin Moran, in 49 at-bats, had 21 hits for a 429 average. 9 home runs, 14 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, 13 runs scored, for OPS of 1.533. Josh Bell, my postseason MVP for sure, in 49 at-bats, had 21 hits. So he ties Colin Moran's average at 429. Difference is he had 11 home runs, 20 RBIs, 14 runs scored, and an OPS of 1.675. Kevin Newman, in his 50 at-bats, also had 21 hits, but he's just lower than them for a 420 average. 8 home runs, 13 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, 15 runs scored, OPS of 1.453. And then Adam Frazier, kind of quiet as well. In 45 at-bats, he had 15 hits for a 333 average, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, a stolen base, 6 runs scored, OPS under 1. I'm going to tally the home runs quick here. 2 and 8 is 10, and 11 is 21, and 9 is 30. 38 and 5 is 43, and 6 is 49, 51, 52, 53, 54. 54 home runs. So, okay, 100 is definitely not doable. But 50 is. Case in point, it just got done. So 54, I think it was 54. It was over 50. It was 54 or 52. I'm not going to do the math again. But it was over 50 home runs in the postseason. That's fucking insane. Regular season stats for starting with the pitchers. Derek Holland was amazing, and I feel bad that he got relegated to the bullpen. At 33 years old with deep potential and 65 overall, he was great. He was amazing. He had 32 appearances, 23 starts, he went 17 and 4. He recorded a save. 166 innings pitched for Derek Holland. He struck out 204. He got an ERA of 2.93 and a whip of 1.19. 16 quality starts, a 4.0 WAR. He's absolutely worth the contract. He's satisfied. He likes his money. He just doesn't like the coaching. Chad Cole was disappointing. 27 years old, B potential, 72 overall. He's got the good velo and break, but I just couldn't get it done with him. I didn't use him all that much. I wish I did because he's not bad, but 47 appearances, he went 2 and 5 with 3 saves, 6 holds. 71 and a third innings pitched. He struck out 78, but he gave up an ERA of 5.80 and a whip of 1.51. Those are just bad numbers. A .1 WAR. I guess he's worth the money because you can't make much lower than that. He's satisfied. He just doesn't like his contract. I think, numbers-wise, he's definitely not worth that contract that he wants. He's not worth $1 million contract right now. Attribute-wise, he is at this point. Especially with the velo and the break, but he just couldn't control it. Chris Stratton was amazing. 67 overall. He was amazing. He's small sample size-ish, but in 39 appearances, he went 2-0, 8 holds, 38 and a third innings pitched. He only gave up 3 earned runs. That's fucking insane. That's 4 complete game shutouts worth of... I'm sorry. That's 4 complete games worth of 3 runs. If you're a starting pitcher and you have 4 starts where you go all 9 innings, in those 4 starts you only give up 3 runs total, and then some, and then you go another 2 1/3 innings into your 5th start. 41 strikeouts, a .70 ERA and a .81 WHIP. Those are incredible numbers. .9 WAR, absolutely worth the money. His contract, 2 more years arbitration. He's happy, likes everything. Nick Birdie, overall up to 73 with A potential at 27 years old, so he's in the bronze category. I think he'll crack silver, but he's not going to go much higher than that. 49 appearances, he was pretty good. 49 appearances, no wins but a loss, a save, 2 blown saves, 7 holds, 52 innings pitched. He struck out 66. This is his first time really getting used. He's only pitched a combined, looks like 10 innings. Yeah, combined 10 innings in the last 2 years. Struck out 66, a 2.25 ERA and a 1.13 WHIP. Those are good numbers to have. 1.8 WAR, worth the money on his contract for sure. A couple more years arbitration. He's satisfied. No player boost at all there. Okay, so my dad is home. The question is he alone? Everything looks good there. Kyle Crick got called up late. Not late, actually, but 27 years old. 73 overall. I thought his overall would be higher than that. Good velo and break. He'll go silver. That's probably it, though. His walks is low, and that's killing him. Yeah, only 8 appearances, 2 wins, a save, a blown save, 3 holds, 9 1/3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run, 13 strikeouts, though. .96 ERA, .43 whip. Good numbers. Very small sample size, though. .3 WAR. Worth the money. Why not? Satisfied. And he loves his role. Doesn't like his money. It is what it is. Richard Rodriguez was a very interesting one to me because I did not. To me, he's not a closer. He's always been a setup guy at best. You look at this Pirates bullpen when they had Keone Kela in there as well, you'd have him as the closer for sure, and then like Kyle Crick and Rodriguez as your setup guys. And I would lean more towards Crick because he's got a better velo and better break. I mean, Rodriguez isn't bad, 74 overall. He was great for me though. He was an absolute godsend. Really helped anchor the bullpen in a bullpen that definitely had a lot of question marks to start the year. In 47 appearances, he went 2-2 with 31 saves, 2 blown saves, 1 hold, 43 1/3 innings pitched. He struck out 51. 2.08 ERA, 0.78 whip, great whip. ERA is fine. 1.3 WAR. Definitely better, one of the better closers this year. Great for me. Worth the money for sure. He's ecstatic. Loves his role, loves his money, loves everything really. The only thing he doesn't care for is the coaching, but he doesn't care. Everything else he's at least happy about. So his overall benefited greatly from that. Trevor Williams was pretty good too. And this is my number. Now this is my number 5 starter. B potential, 77 overall. So he's silver. I think he can crack into gold, maybe. Keyword is maybe. Offensively, he did have 3 RBIs and a double. But he had 35 starts, or 35 appearances, 28 starts. He went 18-7, a blown save and 2 holds, 198 1/3 innings pitched. He struck out 178. This is a 3.58 ERA and a 1.15 WHIP. 18 quality starts, 3 complete games, 2 shutouts, 3.5 WAR. Pretty good numbers. Absolutely worth the money. He's satisfied though. Likes his role, just doesn't like the coaching. Everything else is all right. Dovydas Neverauskas. Overall up to 66. He's got B potential. He's gonna go bronze at some point, but that's probably gonna be it. He wasn't that good this year. Not terrible, but not that good. 55 appearances. He went 6-3, 8 holds, 53 innings pitched. Struck out 55, 4.25 ERA, 1.43 WHIP. You know, not good, but not bad. 0.4 WAR. I guess he's worth the contract because he's, you know, under lock and key till 2025. He's happy though, so good for him. Nick Vincent, the only guy I picked up in a trade for the bullpen, got his overall up to 77. I don't know what his numbers were when I traded for him, but he didn't have a bad year. 42 appearances, 2 losses, 2 saves, 6 blown, 18 holds, 45 1/3 innings pitched. He struck out 33, 3.18 ERA, 1.28 WHIP. Not bad at all. A WAR of -0.1 though. Interesting. I say he was worth the trade. He was worth the contract. He's happy. Just doesn't like the coaching. Brandon Waddell. What a surprise this kid was. Called him up in August. His overall is already up to 83. At 25 years old with A potential, he's golden. He's going to go diamond, no doubt in my mind, next season. With the way he's progressing. He was like, I think, 70-something overall when he got called up. So he only made 10 starts, but he went 7-0 in those 10 starts. 63 2/3 innings pitched. Struck out 91, a 1.55 ERA and a .94 WHIP. Small sample size, but a bright sign for things to come. 7 quality starts, 2 complete games, 1 shutout. 2.4 WAR, and he's already got a good contract. He's worth way more money than that already, but worth that contract for sure. I'm sure they'll probably work something out with him. He's ecstatic though. Loves his role. Well, he's not an ace, but he's gonna be rotation, so he's still gonna be ecstatic probably. Loves his contract. He loves everything except for the region. Dustin May, another one too, coming over from the Dodgers in a trade. Even younger than Waddell, 21 years old, even better, younger and better. His potential is A, and his overall is 85. So Dustin May is already diamond, and he's gonna, at 21 years old with A potential, he's gonna go a lot higher. He's gonna crack into the 90s, if not way higher than that. Be one of the best pitchers in the game. And boy, did he have a great debut season. I mean, he pitched a fair amount last year, but In 34 games, in 34 starts, he went 18-6. 235 innings pitched. He struck out 266. So how about that for your first full season? 2.60 ERA and a 1.07 WHIP. If he's eligible for Rookie of the Year status, then he absolutely is going to take that. These are Cy Young numbers, for God's sake. 24 quality starts, 5 complete game shutouts, 7.6 WAR. Absolutely worth that money, and he's worth way more than that. But we've got him under contract until 2027. That's the crazy part. He's ecstatic. He loves his money. He loves his role. So he's found a home here in Pittsburgh. Joe Musgrove had a solid emergence here. 27 years old, B potential. He's up to 83 overall, so he's gold. He'll go diamond at this rate. Great year for Musgrove. 32 starts, 16-13. Win-loss doesn't reflect it, but everything else does. 216 in a third innings pitched. Struck out 225. A 2.97 ERA, or 2.95 ERA, sorry, but a .87 WHIP. It's great. 22 quality starts, 4 complete games, 3 shutouts, 4.7 WAR. Worth a lot more than that. Got another year arbitration. He's satisfied. He hates his contract, so no player boost there. And then Lance Lynn, I don't know what his numbers were when he came across in the trade, but he was incredible this year. At age 32, his potential is B, but his overall went up to 90. He's diamond and one of the better pitchers in the game, and his numbers reflect that. In 32 starts, he went 17-5, 236 innings pitched. He struck out 302 batters, a 2.40 ERA and a 1.13 WHIP. 25 quality starts, 6 complete games, 4 shutouts, 8.3 WAR. Worth the money for absolutely sure. He's only satisfied. He was our ace, so that should be at least 0. But he doesn't like his money at all. So either way, no player boost. That's fine. On to the position players. JT Riddle in the regular season, bench player, backup, utility man. Not a bad fielder, but not really much going for him. But he had a career year, incredible year. I'm gonna end up tallying our home runs, because if JT Riddle hit this many, this is insane. He had 83 hits, 16 home runs, 47 RBIs, 5 stolen bases, a 302 average. Good for a WAR on the bench of 1.9. Worth the money for sure. He's happy. Not much more to it than that. John Ryan Murphy, backup catcher. Great fielding catcher for sure. Can't really hit. A little bit of pop against lefties, but really not much going for him. But he did have 42 hits this year, 8 home runs, 20 RBIs, stolen base, 290 average. Good for a WAR for a backup catcher of 2.2. Not bad. Worth the money, sure. He's angry though. Thought he'd be platooning, but he's not. Thought he'd be making at least $2 million, and he's not even making $1 million. Doesn't like the coaching, so his overall actually suffered. Cole Tucker. I wish Cole Tucker progressed more. I wish I could have used him more, but he just didn't fit in. Not yet, at least. Good speed for Tucker, decent fielding, a little bit of contact there to his name, but he's only 22 years old with B potential. 73 overall right now, so he's bronze. He's absolutely going to make it to silver, and I would be willing to bet he makes it to at least gold with the way things are projected for him. Off the bench, he only had 55 at-bats. So he had 12 hits, 1 home run, 8 RBIs. Not a good year. 1 stolen base, 218 average, OPS 721. Not a good year, but for a WAR .1. He's a bench player. He's a kid who has yet to develop. He probably should be in the minors right now to develop better there, but whatever. There are new show shop items available? What the fuck? It's weird. But either way, I guess he's worth the money. Satisfied. He thought he'd be platooning, but he's not. So it is what it is. Eric Gonzalez. Interesting one, because the game constantly wanted him to be in my lineup, and I didn't do it. His fielding's not bad. His speed's not bad either, and his contact's pretty okay. 70 overall at 28 years old, B potential, so he's bronze. He could probably crack into silver at one point if he played more. Not the worst year for him. 72 hits, 5 home runs, 22 RBIs, stolen base, 259 average. Good for a WAR off the bench, 1.8. Worth the money, sure. He's angry though. Thought he'd be platooning. He's not. 2.4 million expected, way under that. Doesn't like the coaching, so his overall also suffered from it. Jose Ozuna got his overall up to 66. 27 years old with B potential. He wasn't bad off the bench. He was like my designated pinch hitter. So he still had 68 hits, 16 home runs, 50 RBIs, a stolen bag, 253 average. Not a bad year for Ozuna. Off the bench, designated pinch hitter, or he would play first in DHing games. .8 WAR. Not bad. Worth the money for sure. He's angry as well. Hates his contract, hates the coaching. Doesn't like that there's no one else from Venezuela on the team. So his overall actually suffered from that as well, too. Now we get to the heavy hitters, though. Gerard Dyson. Overall went up to 76. Pretty great fielder, just the arm strength is a little low. Speed is still decent for him, but he's not the quicksilver that he used to be, and his hitting's just not there, really. Even though he made improvements in the hitting category. In 135 games, 456 at-bats. He had 147 hits, though, which is a career high by a long shot. He had 23 home runs, never cracked double digits in his life, so that's a career high by a long shot. 84 RBIs. He's never had higher than 30. 30 is his highest, so that's a career high by a long shot. 32 stolen bases, a 2020 year for Dyson, a 322 average, an OPS of .999. Good for a WAR of 7.4. $2 million contract, absolutely worth it. He's happy. Thought he'd be platooning, but he's an everyday player. Just wishes he made a little bit more money, but everything else, he's overall happy. Jacob Stallings really broke out this year. Great fielding catcher, no speed at all, though. His hitting isn't bad, but he's got it together against lefties now. +8 in the contact, and then +9 in the power to lefties. Overall, up to 81, he's gold. It's going to top out there, though. Great year, though, for him. 147 hits, 21 home runs, 73 RBIs, 316 average, OPS above 900. Good for a WAR, 7.1 behind the dish. Absolutely worth the contract. 3 more years arbitration. He's satisfied. He wishes he was making more money. But other than that, he doesn't really care. Gregory Polanco, I'm a little disappointed in, but not the worst. His fielding's not good. That's a fact of life. His hitting got better, especially against righties. +7 in the contact, +9 in the power, so he stood out there. Even though he did get +9 in the power to lefties. So he's not a bad hitter. Overall up to 78, so he's silver. 28 years old would be potential. I think he can make it into gold at one point for a little bit, but not much higher than that. His fielding is weighing him down. But he had a good year. Oh my God, he had a really great fucking year, actually. Holy shit, I was wrong about him. 174 hits, 34 doubles, 40 home runs, 113 RBIs, 16 stolen bases, a 320 average, an OPS above 1 at 1.017. Good for a WAR in right field of 5.6. These are MVP numbers. I'm shocked. He just got overshadowed because Brian Reynolds, Josh Bell, and Colin Moran are all going to have better years than him. Absolutely worth the money on his contract, way more this season at least. But he's ecstatic, loves his role, likes his contract. He just hates the coaching, but everything else he's at least happy about. So, good for him. Brian Reynolds, overall up to 81, so he's gold. At 25 years old with A potential, he's absolutely going to make it to diamond. His fielding is holding him back a little bit. Not that his fielding's bad, especially that arm accuracy, though. Decent enough speed. The contact is there. The contact is absolutely there, and now the power is starting to go up. +9 against righties, and then +7 against lefties. Vision and discipline, +9, +7. His clutch was already up there. So he's going to end up absolutely going diamond for sure, not a doubt in my mind. And he also put up MVP numbers. 189 hits, 35 doubles, 42 home runs, 113 RBIs, 326 average, a 1.032 OPS. Good for a WAR in center field at 9.6. I think Brian Reynolds has a very solid chance at winning the NL MVP. And here's the thing, he's on a renewable contract, and then he goes to arbitration in 2022. We've got him until 2025. He's satisfied. He hates his contract and hates the coaching, but he loves his everyday role instead of platoon. I can't believe he thinks he'd be platooning, but I'll take it. So his overall, if he were happy, if he were making a higher contract, which I would absolutely give him way more than 1.3 million, his overall would be even higher. Colin Moran, also 81 overall, 27 years old. His potential went up to A, and he really fucking flourished. I mean, his fielding's all right, not bad. But I mean, look at that. +1 to contact against righties. His contact against righties was already fine. Everything else was kind of low, though. +10 to contact against lefties. +11 to power against righties. +6 to power against lefties. So he was but at the start of this season, his against righties, he was contact 80, power 65. Against lefties, he was contact 66, power 48. Look at him now. And on top of that, his vision went up 4, his discipline went up 8, his clutch went up 2. Absolutely MVP numbers for him, too, as well. 176 hits, 44 home runs, 141 RBIs, 305 average. OPS under 1, though, at 9.68. Good for a WAR at third base of 7.3. Absolutely worth the money. Got him until 2023. He's satisfied. Another guy who thought he'd be platooning for some reason, but he's everyday and he loves that, but he hates the contract, he hates the coaching. Josh Bell, who I think will take the MVP, also flourished. 27 years old, A potential, 87 overall, he's diamond. I think he's going to get into the 90s at one point. His fielding's not anything special, and his fielding's holding him back. His plate discipline and his clutch are both in the 90s now. His vision went up 7, so he's in the 60s with that, but he made great contact strides. His power was already there, but the contact went up plus 10 to both hands. So he went from 69 to 79 against righties, and from 46 to 56 against lefties. His power went up 1 to each one, so he went from 85 to 86 against righties and 76 to 77 against lefties. And I think he wins the MVP though. 200 hits even, 45 home runs, 129 RBIs. He stole 15 bags while he was at it. A 347 average, an OPS of 1.103. Good for a WAR at first base of 9.1. First base WAR at 9.1. Absolutely worth the money there. Way worth, more than that. Arbitration for another year. He's satisfied. He loves his role, but he hates his contract and the coaching, and that we're kind of far from Texas. Kevin Newman really broke out too. I was not expecting a power year from him, but lo and behold, here we are. Good speed, not really that good in the fielding department, but whatever. At 26 years old with A potential, he's 82 overall, he's gold. He'll go diamond at this rate. The contact is there. He got +3. His contact against righties was already there, and then against lefties it was 81, but now it's 92. But the power went up 4 against lefties, so we went from 39 to 43, and he went up 10 against righties from 47 to 57. Vision went up 2, discipline went up 8, and the clutch went up 3, so those are all in decent standing now. And he also put up MVP numbers, but just not compared to everyone else, at least. 207 hits, 35 home runs, 106 RBIs, 21 stolen bases, a 20-20 for Kevin Newman. 346 average, OPS above 1 at 1.049. Good for a WAR of 6.9. Nice. Worth the money for sure. Got 3 more years of arbitration to go. He's satisfied, though. Loves his role, hates his contract. It is what it is. And last but not least, Adam Frazier. Frazier was a little bit of a disappointment to me because I remember last year playing with him and doing really fucking good. 28 years old with B potential. He's 82 overall, so he's gold. I think he's got a chance to crack diamond for a little bit at this point, but his hitting is kind of dragging him down a little bit. His fielding's there. But, I mean, he made strides, too, though. +5, +6, +6, +12. You know, so he's can hit righties a little bit now. Not so much against lefties. The vision and the clutch are there. Discipline's starting to come up a little bit more. He wasn't bad, though. I mean, he had a great year, too. 161 hits, 27 home runs, 105 RBIs. Those are fucking great numbers. 12 stolen bags. 296 average, OPS at 871. Good for a WAR, 6.8. Worth the contract, another arbitration. He's satisfied. Same deal as everyone else. Loves his role. Not happy with the contract, not happy with the coaching. So, how many home runs did I hit combined is the question. Let's bust out the old calculator here. Not counting my pitchers because I don't want to take all the work to go through and check them again. But 16 for JT Riddle. 8 for John Ryan Murphy. 1 for Cole Tucker. 5 for Eric Gonzalez. 16 for Jose Ozuna. 23 for Gerard Dyson. 21 for Jacob Stallings. Then we get to the big boys. 40 for Gregory Polanco. 42 for Brian Reynolds. 44 for Colin Moran. 45 for Josh Bell. 35 for Kevin Newman. 27 for Adam Frazier. Without counting pitchers, that brings us to a combined total of 323 home runs. I was actually expecting higher than that, but that is still the Major League record for most home runs by a team in a single season. If I looked at my pitchers quick, Musgrove had one, so that's 324. Waddell had one, so that's 325. And that's it. So 325. Nice. Continuing on into franchise, just to check out the awards. If I had to guess, I'll probably get an MVP. I might actually get MVP in Cy Young. Colin Moran wins World Series MVP at a 471 average, 3 home runs, 5 RBIs. Sure. Josh Bell's absolutely going to be the postseason MVP. Yep. 467 average, 11 home runs, 20 RBIs. Newman and Moran finishing with identical stats, so they're tied for second if I had to say. Silver Sluggers, Polanco got one, deserves it. Brian Reynolds got one, deserves it. Not so much Gerard Dyson, though, that's fine. Wow, Fernando Tatis go off. Colin Moran got it at third base, I think he deserves it. No, Nolan had a kind of a quieter year. Kevin Newman gets it at second base, he deserves it. Josh Bell gets it at first base. He deserves it. 3 more RBIs than Alonso and a way higher average. Nothing at catcher. Stallings, I think Stallings should have probably been in there instead of Narvaez. Dustin May finishes second for pitching. Gold Gloves. I don't expect any Gold Gloves. Adam Frazier finished second at second base. That's cool. Hank Aaron Award goes to Josh Bell, Rookie of the Year. Yeah, my guess is Dustin May didn't qualify. Brandon Waddell Waddell probably didn't play enough. Dustin May played too much last year, if I had to guess, because otherwise one of those two probably absolutely would have got it. Reliever of the Year. Yeah, that's fine. Batting title goes to Josh Bell. Okay, so Josh Bell is definitely going to win the MVP. Cy Young. Lance Lynn does win the MVP despite coming across at the trade deadline. Figured maybe DeGrom or Dustin May should have gotten it. Mainly DeGrom, but that's besides the point. So I guess DeGrom gets robbed, but whatever. MVP, Josh Bell absolutely deserves it. Josh Bell with a 347 average, 45 home runs, 129 RBIs. Batting title, Silver Sluggers, MVP. Colin Rand finished second, which is kind of a little surprising, but not entirely, I suppose. Lance Lynn finishing third is a bit surprising, so I had the top three in MVP. But I want to take a look at, like Yelich probably should have been up there. Betts probably should have been up there. But I guess we'll take it. How did Mookie do this year? Whoops. I want to check out Mookie's stats. My favorite player, so whenever he comes up, I'd like to look at him. Oh, just another unreal year for him. Good for him. All right. So that's it for the Pirates. What's my next team? I hope it's the Blue Jays, but I think it's the Marlins. It is the Marlins. Looks like they haven't changed the order here in a couple of days now. So up next is the Marlins. I am looking forward to like Jorge Alfaro. I like using him. Brian Anderson, Isan Diaz, Corey Dickerson. It'll be interesting to see how that team progresses. Let's open up any packs I got from the start of the Pirates run to the end of the Pirates run. Ooh, fair amount of packs. So we'll start with the gear up. Let's see, a lot of batting gloves or a bat. +4, +1, +1, +6, +3, +2, +... Ooh. Take this one. Choose 3 players. I'm just going to go until I have everyone here. So it looks like him and him. Those are the only 2 I don't have here. And then the only one I don't have here is Babe Ruth. So that's that. 9 Team Affinity packs. So we'll bust these open. I did get a diamond out of one of these my last time I opened packs. So anything is possible, but because I got a diamond recently out of one of these, I'm not expecting anything good out of these now. Hey, Jose Ozuna. Hey, Dustin May. Closing in on 100,000 stubs. Oh my god, I got another diamond out of Team Affinity. It's a National League pitcher. Starting pitcher. I got Jack Flaherty last time. So if I had to guess, it's National League diamond pitchers are probably DeGrom. I don't think Nola went diamond in the latest update, but he's close if he didn't. But DeGrom is one of them for sure. Scherzer, Strasburg. Central's got Bauer, I think, went diamond. The Cubs have anyone. Brewers don't. Cardinals have Flaherty. The Pirates don't have anyone. Dodgers could be Kershaw or Buehler. I don't think Baumgartner's diamond. I don't think any other. I don't know West team has any diamond pitchers. Let's see. Okay, it is Aaron Nola. Nice. I like Aaron Nola. I didn't know who went diamond in the last update. I wasn't sure, but I'm glad. Aaron Nola is a good card to have. I'm happy about that. Cool. I can't believe I got 2 diamonds in affinity packs now. Oh my god, and then that's a sick nameplate. I'm going to definitely apply that at some point when I go through Diamond Dynasty and change all this stuff. Wow, this is insane. It's also insane how badly I have to use the bathroom, but I'm finishing this before I go. Ooh, Alec Boehm. He's like a highly touted prospect in this organization. He's got the Future Stars card, or the top prospect card, one or the other. Alright, then 4 packs here. These are the ones that, like, if I'm going to get a diamond out of this or an affinity pack, I'd expect it to be out of these more. Now that's 2 straight openings where a diamond and... Ooh, nice. A diamond sound. But that's 2 straight affinity openings where I got diamond cards, and they're both NL starters at that matter, but... Not complaining. I will take diamonds in any form. Ooh, Andrew Miller, a gold, just in the middle of the pack there. Nice. Last but not least. Alright, cool. So not a bad opening at all. And then I really quick will check my team affinity for the Pirates since I just finished that. We're up to 40% now. I got O'Neal. I already had O'Neal Cruz, but I got the Josh Bell face of the franchise, which is nice. And then I'm up to here. So, alright, cool. I'm out of here because I gotta use the bathroom really fucking bad. Until I start the Marlins tonight. Bye.